Well, good evening, good evening, everyone. I am so excited. Once again, I have a very special guest with me this evening. This gentleman is a very good friend of mine. What I love about this individual is not only has he persevered through adversity and has become, in my opinion, the modern day version of Napoleon Hill. You're going to get to hear about his incredible mindset. He's an incredible businessman. He's an incredible family man. He loves to help people, and he's doing so in the real estate industry, not only with his own brokerage and his agents, but helping so many families right now find that perfect, dream home, condo, or investment property. So help me to welcome my good friend Sabbir Chawala. Sabbir, how are you?
Great for a beautiful Monday evening over here, and thanks for the warm welcome. It's cold out there, but it's gonna get hot in here. You know what I mean? Like they say. Absolutely. Thank you again, Gordon. I wish my children would give me this warm welcome and everything as I get from you.
Oh, you know what? I met your son and daughter. They are absolutely in love with you, Sabbir.
I'm sure they are. But no, but thank you again, and thanks for having me. And really excited to be here with you and your Landed for Success team. Absolutely.
Let me actually just turn this off for a sec. Yeah, well, thank you so much. Tonight, you know, I I wanted to. I was hoping you could share. I have one of your slides right here,
Mhm.
and your slide, Sabir, talks about preparation plus action. Sorry, preparation plus action plus
Wow.
opportunity equals luck. And I want to be able to kind of equate that to what we want to talk about tonight in terms of real estate agents, right? Like, how can real estate agents get prepared so they can use SEO and Facebook and social media ads to generate unlimited leads in 2020 so they can book more appointments, book more listing appointments, be on more presentations, right? So they can actually make a lot of money. I mean, raise your hands if you want to make a lot of money in 2022.
That's
So,
true.
Shabir, could we start again with this slide right here? Preparation plus action plus opportunity equals luck. What do you mean by that? Let's jump right into that.
Absolutely. You know what? So realistically, before we get into anything, before an opportunity arises, you got to be prepared for it. Preparation. Look at whether you have the systems in place, there's a support system in place, the growth. I mean, any business, you go to a bank, you got to prepare yourself to get that loan, the business loan. Preparation, have that business plan in place, prepare that business plan, prepare that attitude, prepare that mindset, prepare everything that you need to do for a successful 2022. And that's preparation, whether it's in business. Let's say you want to lose 5, 10, 15 pounds. Well, maybe I don't think you don't need to lose any weight over there, Gordon. you know,
Can you imagine if I lose weight, Shabir?
oh, gee, I don't know about that, Gordon. But
Yeah.
if someone was wanted to lose weight, you know, they got to prepare themselves. They got to make sure they got the right meal in place, got the right exercise they're doing. They're making sure they got the meal, the exercise, the regime, and so on and so forth. Well, being an entrepreneur, being a businessman, whether you're in the real estate business, whether you're in the mortgage business, whether maybe even if you're in a financial planning business, preparation is important. And that's like setting your goals. If you want
Right.
to have a burning desire, don't just wish for it. You got to have that burning desire, as Napoleon Hill would say. It's easy to just to wish for something, but you got to be preparing yourself for that burning white hot desire. And preparation is a starting point for everything. Setting a goal. I want to make X amount of dollars in the year 2022. Whatever it is, preparation is the key to getting that going. And that all starts off with having a burning desire. Look at where you are, better prepare for the desired income or the outcome. So
Mm.
whatever you want to see an outcome, you got to visualize yourself. You got to see yourself and see that this is going to happen for me. That's preparation. Everything needs to
Well,
prepare. I love the analogy of you and I are basketball fans, and thank you for inviting me to some basketball games. But let's take Kobe Bryant, the Mamba
mm,
mentality. You know, as Kobe was known as Mamba, he said, trying to be the best version of yourself. Every day, you're trying to become better. And how do you become better, Gordon? You got to prepare yourself.
Wow.
You got to get out there, make things happen. You know, we go to these basketball games, Gordon, what they're 45, 48 minutes, sorry,
Yes.
12 quarters, 12 with 4 quarters, 48 minutes. But they
Yep.
prepare themselves for days.
Yeah, absolutely.
They prepare themselves. I mean, think about the championship. The playoffs will start, I believe, March, April. April, probably the playoffs will start. And the season just started now in October. And they're
Mm.
preparing themselves and saying, we got to be the top 8 team in the East Division. And if you're in the West Division, got to prepare ourselves.
Yeah, and they have, they got their off season, and they've got their training season, and they've got their preseason, and now there's so much preparation, right? And hard work that goes into
Absolutely. So
making
that's
it
the
to the
first,
playoffs and
that's the
winning a
key things.
championship.
So you're preparing. This is preparation taken off the court over here, though.
Yes.
Preparation is offside, basically. You're preparing yourself. You're preparing for your business plan. You're preparing to make things happen. And then the real thing comes in, which is action. Luck never comes to
Wow.
those that sit on the sidelines, and you know that. So if you prepared yourself, then you said, okay, let me take those action. Let me make those phone calls. Let me work on my SEO. Let me get those leads, follow up with those leads, make things happen. And the analogy of basketball is they prepared off the court. They practiced that play over and over again. Now they're
Wow.
on that court and making things
Yes.
happen. Action, action, action. So preparation plus action. So first you prepared, then you're taking action. So all my fellow listeners that are listening to this live, whether you're in the real estate business, financial business, mortgage business, or any entrepreneurship that you're in, we all know success comes from taking action. Success comes from taking action. And the only way you'll see success is if you're out there making those phone calls, if you're out there following up on your leads, and if you have prepared for all that, that's how you're going to take those action. And that's how success is going to come to you. And then plus opportunity. Well, we all know, everybody says that, oh, he or she gets lucky. Oh, he or she, gets everything, whatever, handed over to them. But you know what? We never see the hard work that people put in, Gordon. Isn't it true? There are people that are out there that have put in, like the Elon Musk of the world. They're putting in 14, 15 hours a day, and they're putting in the action. But we never see the hours they put in. And then we just say, wow, this guy got lucky. Well, he or she did not get lucky. They did put in the action and the preparation. If we think about it, going back to 1969, July 1969, I can't remember the exact date. I mean, that's when we landed on the moon. But it took approximately 5 years before they can land on the moon, prepare for it, make sure it's successful. And then they successfully landed on the moon and then coming back again. So preparation in anything is so important. And then taking action. And if you don't have those two things, opportunities will never come to anybody out there, my friends. So bottom line is opportunities are always available. But are you open and ready for that? And that's what the seminar on Thursday is going to be, is like to prepare you. Preparation to help you generate leads, help you to explode your business to the next level, help you to see how you can get in front of the camera and be that social media savvy. Everybody says it's great to put pictures on social media, this and that, but you know what? I believe as entrepreneurs, you need to use social media. You need to take it to the next level and say, how can I use it in my business? With doing videos, exploding my business, explaining what people I do, help as many families. That reminds me, Gordon, of Zig Ziglar, a great motivational speaker, said, if you can help as many people achieve their goals, you will achieve your goals also.
Wow. I love that. It's like
Absolutely.
the same as Napoleon Hill says about rendering service, right? Sabbir, let me ask you this. Let me go back and be the devil's advocate for a minute, right? Because
Mhm.
you mentioned Thursday. So for folks who are watching, especially if you're a real estate agent, okay, you're a real estate agent, a mortgage broker, a financial advisor in your business, and you want to generate more leads online, right, with Facebook or Facebook ads. Jason Hunt, he's a media mogul. I mean, this individual knows media, knows how to generate leads. I saw him last year during the pandemic. Severe. We talked about it earlier, where he helped a landscaping company. Because remember, pandemic, everybody wanted to stay home, right?
That's right.
So, no, what better time to be in the landscaping business? He was able to help them generate from 200,000 in revenue to 1.3 million. What is
Wow.
that? That's like 5 or 6 or 7 times
Absolutely.
their income, right?
Mhm.
Think about that for a minute. Whatever business you're in, if you could 7 times your income,
Mhm. Mhm.
well, how would you feel? So, if you want to attend the training on Saturday, there
Thursday.
should be a link in this post, or leave a
Thursday.
comment.
Thursday.
Oh,
The
sorry, on
link.
Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Okay.
Mhm.
But what I was going to ask you, Sabir, real estate is so good right now.
Mhm.
Like, it's so good right now. Some agents are making a ton of money.
Mhm.
Why would you even bother with SEO and marketing right now?
Good question. You know what? You have to prepare yourself and say, how can I take it to the next level?
Hmm.
Every business has to grow. Let's take any company in the S&P, right? Coca-Cola, McDonald's. Let's take McDonald's, for example. They don't need to advertise. Everybody knows the big M, right? They're
Yes,
still out there marketing. They're still advertising. Coca-Cola,
true.
they're still advertising. They're everywhere. So even no matter how successful you are, if you're not seen, you're forgotten.
Wow.
If you're not seen, you're forgotten. And if you're not out there taking action, people will forget you.
Right.
You need to make sure you're consistently taking action. If you want to be
Wow.
in this business for longevity, you got to consistently take action. That's the only way you're going to be able to grow your business and grow consistently. That just goes back to the philosophy. It's just because you've won, uh, Giannis, wins a championship this year, doesn't mean that it's like, oh, it's a cakewalk
Again
for the year.
next year, right?
It's not a cakewalk.
Yeah.
We've got some great teams again. Steph Curry's
Yes.
back. All these people are back. That's the same thing over here.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and consistently move yourself to the next level.
To the next
Absolutely.
level.
Absolutely. Mhm.
That's interesting. Severe, for the folks that are watching, you and I are basketball fans. So for me, probably more of a Raptors fan.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
whenever I see the Raptors win a game, people are so excited for the Raptors,
True.
right? Let's plan the parade down Bay Street. We're going to be champions again,
Exactly. Eh?
right? And as soon as the Raptors lose a game, it's like, oh man, these guys suck. They're terrible. Let's trade this guy. Let's trade that guy. And one of the things that a friend of mine says, Gordon, they forget that there are other teams in the league as well. They're professional basketball players as well. They're just as good. They want to win as well. And you mentioned Giannis, as good as Giannis is, the LeBron James, the best in the world. There's always that other kid coming up the ranks, right, in the NCAA,
Mhm.
that's looking to take their spot. And no different than the real estate business, right? So somebody could have an somebody could be a seven-figure income earner this year,
Mhm. Mhm.
but next year is a whole new year.
Absolutely.
So how do you prepare for the next year?
And that goes back to what Les Brown says: how hungry you are. You know
Wow.
what I mean? And
Yes.
and if you're an entrepreneur, you got to be hungry out there. Right? Every year, day in and day out, we just got to go out there and just be hungry. Absolutely. Absolutely, Gordon.
That's amazing. Sabir, I want to congratulate you and your partners and your agents, because year after year, your company, Century 21 and Innovative, you guys are in the top 15 worldwide.
Yes.
Worldwide.
Yes.
And then you're constantly like in the top 10,
Mhm.
right?
Absolutely.
And in Canada, like across the entire country, which is incredible. So when you talk about staying hungry, how do you stay hungry?
That's a good question. You know what? That's a good point. And um, what I learned, one thing, and I want to share with our listener today is every day start off at zero.
Hmm.
Every day start off at zero. So if you had a successful day yesterday, you close a deal, whatever it may be, you had a great day. Today, start off at zero and start all over again.
Wow.
And when you start off at zero, Gordon, and you wake up in the morning, gratitude is the best attitude. Gratitude is the best attitude. And what I mean to say
Wow.
that is when you start off at zero and you wake up in the morning, you say, thank God, you know what? I got running water.
Wow.
Right? I've got, heat in the house. I mean, it's cold out here. I mean, I don't know where some of the folks may not be in Toronto, but when it is cold over here, if you don't have heat, it's going to be cold.
Right.
So having heat in your
Yeah.
house, having electricity in your house, running water, warm water. So when you wake up as thinking of just everything is just zero, and when you wake up with that thought of appreciation,
Yes.
you get out of bed. Another thought I
Wow.
want to share with people on this call is every single day, Gordon, there's approximately 150,000 people died in the world, according to World Health Organization.
Wow. Wow.
Now, if you and I
Every
wake up
yeah.
tomorrow, December 14th, thank you very much.
Mm.
You know,
Well,
100.
as you said that, Sabrina, I'm thinking, one of my uncles just passed away today.
Wow,
So, when we talk about that 150,000, sometimes we don't think about it until
it hits
something
us home.
happens close to home, right?
Exactly.
Um, but anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but you guys are hungry, which I love. I was at your office a
A
few
few
weeks
weeks ago.
ago, and
Yeah.
you guys just built like a 40,000 square foot office, like during a pandemic. I mean, that's got to be weighing. That's going to be stressful. That's going to be challenging. And yet, every time I see you and Samin and the folks, Ibrahim, there's always smiles on your faces.
Mhm.
Shouldn't you be like screaming mad? Like, come on, like pandemic. Everyone should be in our office right now. Like how you what
You're
so when you
certainly
talk
right.
about gratitude, when you say the word gratitude, I can see that's what you guys display.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what it is. It's just appreciation that in times like this, you know, um, you have everything. Samin and I and my other partners, the challenges we went through, and this was during the pandemic, but just appreciation that our business is still running, and God has given us that beautiful building you saw, facility. We continue to just work on it, just appreciation. So it's just
Yeah.
not hungry for the success itself and hungry for more money and everything. It's just being hungry and saying thank you very much. And I think when you appreciate and you thank for everything you have,
Yeah.
gratitude is the best attitude. And when you focus on what you have, you will see more of it instead of lacking. If you focus on what I don't have, and I lack this, I lack that, I don't have this, I don't have that. Well, you'll have more of that. Whatever you focus on grows, as they say.
Those are
If you focus
yes.
on what you have and appreciate what you already have, and it is challenging out there, it is being a challenging businesses and everything. But if you focus on that, and that's with me and Samim, appreciate what we already have, and an appreciation of that helps us to go through this challenging time. And we're still going through this challenging time right now as it's still not over yet.
Yeah.
We'd love to
Yeah.
have those meetings. We'd love to have those trainings and everything, which we had, like the innovative living seminars. We're not able to have that, but
Yes.
hopefully we'll be able to get into that, into the groove and everything, maybe within the next year to 6 months. But I think the
Yes.
best way to answer your question is going back to is just be appreciative of everything you have, appreciate what you have, and start every day at zero.
Wow.
So that way you can start
Start
just
every day at zero. Start
every
again.
day at zero. That's what my
Yeah.
mentor told me. What's one of my mentor told me is start every day at zero and see how you can go back and you know what? Just appreciation is the greatest thing, and that'll help you get to it. And then we all have goals.
Yes.
That's what's going to get you out of bed to go and actually go out there and hit your goals and everything. So
Wow.
those are the few things that really keeps me hungry, our team hungry, and that's what I tell my team. Every day start off at zero, no matter how successful you were yesterday. You closed a deal, your offer got accepted, whatever it is. Today is another day. You got to start off at zero again. Absolutely.
That's incredible. You know, Sabir, I was with my baby granddaughter on the weekend, and we're at the park,
Hmm.
and I get a call, and it's from one of your agents from Innovative.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was amazing, and this young man, I think when I met him was at your event, and I remember just coming off the stage at your gala,
Okay.
and he approached me. He said, Mr. Soul. I'm thinking like, you are you talking to my dad, right? That's Mr. Soul's my dad, right? Like, just call me Gordon. He's like, could you show me how to double my income? I remember saying start a podcast, and for some of you who are watching that know me, like I'm like a broken record, and he looked at me like I was an alien.
Uh-huh.
And interesting enough, he was thanking me
Uh-huh.
on the weekend. He said he had, I think since he said, can you help me double my income? And now he has,
Yes.
right? Like he was just over 200,000 a year
Hmm.
when we met, and
Hmm.
he was thanking me. He says, "You have inspired me, right, and motivated me," and I kept going. And obviously, it's not just me; it's the system and the support you guys have at Innovative as well, and his ability to go to work. But he's from, and then I was talking to you. You were saying he's like since he started with your company, he's like 4 or 5 times his income. How does that make you feel? Like, does like how does that make you feel as a broker on record, seeing agents like that go from 100,000 a year to 4 to 500,000 a year?
Goes back to that quote I just said earlier. If you can help as many people achieve their goals, you will achieve your goals. And the contentment that you get out of it is, I don't know. I don't know if there's any
I like that word,
words,
contentment.
contented,
Content, yeah.
contentment, because that's what life should be about. You should be content with what you have.
Yes.
They say you can chase money, but guess what? It's gonna run.
Right,
You can
right.
chase money, it's gonna run.
Yeah,
So you should be content with what you have. Not to say you shouldn't be asking for more.
yeah,
If you are content with what you have, and that's what I'm feeling right now is the contentment that I get, that my realtors, the individual
yes.
that you're talking about, other realtors that are shining, they were not even making 100,000, now they're a quarter of $1 million basically of revenue. The contentment that you get, and you're saying, you know if you can help as many people achieve their goals, you've achieved your goals. Not
Yeah,
only my personal goals, but me and Samim and my other business partners. It just feels that this is so good. This is
yeah,
so good to help see our people, our realtors, go on that successful journey, because they're doing well for themselves. That means their family's doing well. The
yes.
attainments of their family's happy, whatever
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
savings and whatnot. So that's what that is. It's a great contentment feeling for all of us involved in that, Gordon.
Helping
Absolutely.
other people succeed, right? Like that 555, 5 offices, 5 years,
Yeah.
555 agents financially free. Yeah, I when we started this conversation, I wasn't thinking about this, but as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking, wait a minute. There are so many people striving to make a six-figure income a year.
Mhm, mhm.
You have agents that are making multiple six figures a year.
Yes. Hmm.
So if some of the folks who are watching and you're thinking, if you ever you've been thinking about a real estate career, Sabir, is now a good time for someone to start into real estate, or is the market too crowded?
You know what? When was the best time? Well, the house was 5 years ago. You probably would have told me. When is the second best? Is today. And that's the same
Yeah.
thing. I'm saying the real estate business is it's an entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Don't look at us like I want to be in this for a few weeks, few months, a year or so. This is a longevity,
Yeah.
and you can make a great career out of it. People have done it. You know what I mean? And there's so many avenues, so many things in it. And I'm saying, don't think of it in a financial way right now, Gordon.
Yeah.
I'm asking all my listeners, whether they're in the real estate business or mortgage business, any financial institution, and I want you to think about it as, how can I bring contentment to other people and help other families?
Yeah.
Like if you're an insurance broker over here right now, how can I help
Right.
families? It's a great rewarding career. It's a great business, right? But if I can bring contentment to the customers and the client and provide high level of services, you got a
Yes.
great career in that insurance business. You got
Yeah.
a great career in that, the real estate business or the mortgage business, and that's how I see it. So,
Yes.
is it the right time? It's not about the time. It's about, are you going to be in this business for the longevity? Are you going to be in this business to help as many families?
Wow.
And if you can help that, you're going to be successful, man.
That's
That's how I
incredible.
see this. That's
So
how I
how many
see it.
families can you help, right? I
Absolutely.
love that. Just the other day, Sabir, I looked at a friend of mine who's an agent down here, and they showed me a house for $3.2 million,
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
and it overlooks the lake. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if I buy this house right now from them,
uh-huh.
what's 5% on 3.2 million?
Well, let's not look at the numbers, man. Just feel the contentment that other families going to get.
Yeah,
Right?
right. It's like
Absolutely.
$150,000 in commissions.
Doesn't happen every day, Gordon, though, right?
Right, it doesn't happen every day, but it's such a good time to be in real estate, right? Such a good time to be in real estate. So it's like, but if we just focus on the dollars, then yeah, that's not the right thing to do. And I think that's one of the reasons why you guys have been so successful. My favorite time of the year is, you know, before the pandemic, was going to your galas. And you
Yes.
remember there was one year I missed it because of my son's wedding right around now.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then the next year, right?
Mhm.
Uh, I was in Hong Kong again, but I made sure the second I got off the plane, remember, I came to your gala. And what I saw was you guys have a company that just keeps on giving back and giving back to not just your clients. You treat your agents like your clients as well, like a fan. That's what I saw. And then, we're here. I'm bragging about you right now, Sabir, and I'm also bragging about Samin. Somebody said, well, SM stands for serve more, right? And that's what you guys do. You're constantly serving more people. So yeah, I echo what you're saying when you're talking about contentment. I'm just gonna, some of the folks who are watching right now. This is my good friend Sabbir Chawala, Century 21 Innovative. If you're ever looking for a mindset coach, I cannot think of a better individual that can teach you. He can hug you and kick you at the same time. If you ever want to feel sorry for yourself, right? Stop. Just go talk to Sabir. And so this coming Thursday, we have a training for real estate agents and mortgage brokers and financial planners on how to use SEO and Facebook ads, right, and social media marketing to generate leads online. So if that's something you're interested in, please reach out to myself or Sabir, or leave a comment below and say, hey, send me that link, and I'm happy to send you a registration link. You can come and join us. It's 7:30 p.m. to 8:30. It's going to be 30 to 45 minutes, and then done. So Jason Hunt, who's going to be teaching it, he's an expert when it comes to generating leads online. And then it's live Q&A, so he's not going to keep you all evening. And I do want to mention that your office, oh my goodness, it's so state of the art. It's beautiful, Sabir, and you have a training room there. If it wasn't COVID, right, related right now, we'd probably be doing this event, Thursday night's event,
Oh man.
at your space right now. I was talking to J. Jack Canthan, right, my business partner, Lander for Success. We said we got to be doing some events at your space. Talk to me a little bit about that, because that's really thinking outside the box. Like, you guys have successful real estate business, you've got offices for your agents, but you have this beautiful training room. What's that all about?
Well, I'm going to give that credit to my partner, Samim Muhammad.
Right?
You know, we thought that, you know what, we're still continuing with this business. We have this big facility where, remember when you used to come to the old building, we would have our office meetings. 30, 40
Yeah.
people, and we can house much after that. It'd be so tight.
It'd be
You
like
know,
sardines. You're stacked in there like this,
exactly.
right?
We wanted a boardroom type of thing where we can house up to 150 to 175 people. So we thought, why don't we do it instead of going outside? Every time we did our innovative living seminars with yourself, we would always be doing it outside, so many different places. So we thought, why don't we do it in our own facility? And at the same time, this time when we have our meetings, we can have a lot of people, 35, 40, 60 people, whatever it is. And then we can have a great presentation. So, and then we thought that, okay, so if we did this for ourselves, why don't we also outsource it? You're talking about outsourcing and how you can get
Yes.
residual income coming in. And like, okay, so we're only going to do this maybe once a month, twice a month. That other 20 odd days, it's going to be empty. Well, why don't we see if we can give it out to other businesses and generates other income? So this goes back
Wow.
to, again, just saying, how do we generate more income for our business? Our business is
Wow.
successful, but think outside the box. And that's how Samim thought outside the box and say, why don't we rent out this facility? We've got like this month of December. So we've really started this month. November, we just finished off everything. We've already got this place 5 times of this month already booked, basically.
Wow.
And we want to get more booking done as
So these are booking from outsiders who are using the
outside,
facility. The
outside.
room is so beautiful. I rented hotel rooms,
Hmm.
similar rooms for it's like going to a nice hotel room, a nice banquet room. It's got a nice sound system there. You've got nice like projectors and screens and play. It's really neat.
It's
Yeah.
really cool. It's really nice, state of the art, and everything. We've got beautiful projectors. We've got the sound system, really well done.
Yeah.
So we've got a seminar on Wednesday, so business seminars. The RSP season is starting,
Nice.
next month. So a number of professionals have approached us, and they want to do some small setting, 20, 30
Yeah.
people, to educate them on RSPs, why RSPs, and things of that nature. So we've got folks already talking to us for January, February booking. They may want to use it on the weekend so that they can call their clients over there to sign up and whatnot. So we've got
That's
that
amazing.
happening. So we've already started to book for January, and that's another
Preparation, right? You guys are already
preparation.
preparing for January.
Prepare for January, but it's all about thinking outside the box and see how you can grow your existing business. We've already got that thing running at 8 cylinder. Now how do
Yeah.
we take it to the next level? And this is exactly how entrepreneurs think, and this is exactly how so me, my partner, Zakir, Ahmed, Sohail,
Ahmed, yeah.
Ibrahim, we
So
all think
Hill.
outside the box and see how we can take this and excel our business to the next level. But at the same time, how can we take our realtors and take them to the next level? So not only are we helping them, but we also want to see how we can take our business and Century 21 Innovative,
Yeah.
do different thing. And it's like you're already there, you're already doing it. It's just add a little bit more fuel to the fire type of thing
Yeah.
and grow that business in a different way. That's what we're trying to
Well,
get.
I mean, you just mentioned the five, right? So you guys are the starting five of the World Championship team, Toronto Raptors, and you got Ibrahim. He's that sixth man off the bench. What a great team you
Well,
guys
I
have.
think I'll give Ibrahim the fifth man. I want to be the bench guy, basically. I,
The
I
bench guy,
want to be
right?
a Nick Nurse, basically, the bench guy right now.
That's amazing.
That's
And
amazing.
and you've got agents that are just incredible. Like some of your agents are just incredible. So I want to congratulate you on that. I
Thank
just
you.
want to give a big shout out to Lester Bailey, who's here, Akila Love,
Oh,
Patricia Lynn Stokes. Akila, I don't know if you met Akila. She is incredible. She was here. Now she's down in the States. But her son was drafted by the Los Angeles Kings,
wow. Okay.
right? So the last year, the year before, Team Canada Junior,
Okay.
his son scored the winning goal,
Wow.
Akil Thomas,
Wow.
that helped Team Canada capture gold at the World Championships.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
That's amazing.
incredible. Akila, you should actually have her on one of your podcasts one day,
Sure.
Sabbir. But Akila Love, so like, what a name, right? It actually reflects her. right? So like right now we just need more love, more joy, more peace, more tolerance. I mean, that's kind of what we need right now, right?
Mhm,
Contentment, like we talked about in the world. So before you go, Sabir, we started with the slide right here.
mhm.
Something that you talked about.
Absolutely.
Is there anything we're missing? Is there anything you would like
Well, I want to
to
make
share
sure that
before we
people
wrap
have,
up?
the right attitude, and I talked about safeguard your precious mind. Well, you know what? Just reminds me of
Safeguard your
how
precious mind.
Jim Rohn says, you know, as Jim Rohn says, you are the average of the five people you spend your
That
time
you
with
spend
most.
your most time with, right?
Yeah. So make sure you surround yourself with positive people, winners. They want to take their business to the next level. They want to take their personal life to the next level. And I want to make sure people understand that it's not just about money and finances. Gordon's got a beautiful family. I've met his family, his kids, his son-in-law, beautiful family. So when you surround yourself with positive people, it's also about the family, making sure you have the right family. You have a great relationship, and that's what all comes into play when you surround with right-minded people, right attitude people, winners out there. You're not only going to see your finances do well, your business do well, but at the same time, you're going to see your health, spirituality, your relationship with your family, with your children will flourish. So that's what I want to make people know. You are what you are basically with people you surround yourself with. So surround yourself
Yeah,
with positive, right-minded people, and Landed for Success will help you with that because there's a lot of positive people in this business group over here. Gordon can talk more about that, but that's what I'm trying to say is that's what life is about. I'm not here to
yeah,
teach basically just about money, 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 ladies and gentlemen, nor Gordon is. But when you surround yourself with this, everything comes in:
yeah.
spirituality, the relationship, your finances, and everything comes in. And when that happens, that's when that word of contentment
Contentment. Yeah, I love it.
comes into play, Gordon. That's all I
Yeah,
want to say at the end of the day. Absolutely.
amazing. Because people, uh, what I was told, Sabir, is the only people who complain about money are people who don't have any. Have you noticed that? And so when people, my mentor once said, Sabir, that people like say, well, why do you only talk about money, 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 money? Well, the last time I checked, money is right up there with air and water. Can't live with it, without it. And
Absolutely.
when I look at, let's say, the impacts that you can make when you do have money, right? Like
Absolutely.
building wells in India,
Absolutely.
right? When I was in Hong Kong a few months back, I met an individual who's done so well now. What he's doing is his daughter said to him one day, "Hey, Dad, would you like to go to Africa with me on a missions trip?" And he says, "No, because I wouldn't even know which end of the hammer to hold up to help." Right?
Mhm.
Uh, and instead of writing a check, well, what he's done now is he's helped villagers develop fish farms,
Wow.
and they grow like fish in fish farms, and then they take the fish to market. And the joy and on this guy's face as he was explaining it to me, he was saying, we learned like the size of fish to grow, how many fish to grow, not to grow too many fish, because and then like I don't understand any of this, right? He's telling me the logistics of taking it to market, and it was just incredible. He's teaching people how to be self-sufficient. And then he was telling me that there's places in China. Guess what he said? He's got, I guess, 6 food trucks on the road now,
Wow.
right? In villages where folks can show up in these food trucks and they can feed people who don't have money. And if people have money, they can pay for the food. I'm thinking like these trucks must be really expensive.
Mhm.
He said, no, Gordon, it's kind of like the Amazon trucks. I don't know what Amazon trucks are, but he says it's kind of like that. It's bare bones, and I've
Okay.
got like bare bones
Sure.
equipment in there, and we just heat up food for people. But so when you have money, think
Yes.
of the impacts that you can actually make as well, right? Whether it's writing a check to your favorite charity, your community, right?
Correct.
Your right. So yeah,
Absolutely. It's so important. And like you said, the contentment that you get out of that whole thing is a great feeling. Absolutely, Gordon. Can't
yeah.
go wrong.
Awesome. Well, Sabir, before we go, do you have a favorite quote from Napoleon Hill that you would like to leave with us?
Favorite quote is the ladder of success is never crowded at the top. The ladder of success
Success.
is never crowded at the top. So
Wow.
you know what? You're always going to be there, and it's never crowded up there because you're going to be looking down. You're like, whoa, what's going on? All those crowds down there. So, folks, get out there, climb that ladder of success. You know, and if you don't know what it is, go out there and do some homework. Go out there
Yeah.
and prepare. Join this event on Thursday.
Yeah.
How do I get my business to the next level? Well, you know what? I don't even have the answer. Gordon doesn't even have the answer. But the best way to do is join different events. Join Landed for Success.
Yeah.
Join.
You just never know who you're going to meet, right?
You never
You
know who
don't
you're
know
going
who
to
you're
meet.
going to meet. You don't
Absolutely,
know, what's going to happen in that moment with the person
absolutely.
you're going
So
to meet
this
and
is a
the
great opportunity,
opportunity
folks.
leads.
It's a great opportunity
Yeah.
on Thursday at 7:30. Take an hour of your time and learn the skill set, and then see how you can grow your business and prepare for 2022, because that's the preparation. All my realtors that are listening to this, get on this call on Thursday, direct message Gordon, see how you can get the link and you can be on that. Mortgage brokers, financial planners, entrepreneurs, whatever you are in, you want to learn to explode your business and see an avalanche of business coming in for 2022. You know what? This is what you want to be on Thursday at 7:30
Yeah.
on this
Yes.
Zoom call. Absolutely.
Well, that's amazing. Well, Sabbir, thank you so much once again. Look, three quick questions before we go. I asked this to all my guests.
Mhm.
Number one, what's your favorite color?
Number one, what's my favorite color? Um, well, my wife liked green, basically green.
Green. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What do you have a favorite ice cream?
Vanilla. That's all. That's only one
Vanilla.
ice cream out there.
Okay.
There's only one ice cream out there. It's vanilla. That's all I like.
Okay.
Vanilla milkshake and vanilla ice cream. Absolutely. Uh-huh.
Awesome. Now, last question. If you could wave a magic wand right now, and there was one thing you could do for Sabbir, not for somebody else, because I know you always like, how can I help somebody else? If you could wave a magic wand right now, there's one thing you could do for Sabbir right now. What would you do?
Uh, well, you touch my heart now, but uh,
This
uh,
one's hard, eh?
I know actually I do know what it is, and I don't know if I want to say it. That's all. Uh,
That's fair enough.
I think you know what I'm trying to get to. I,
Yeah.
I, not everybody knows, but I'm sure you know. But um, I love
Mm.
Zarina to be here right now. That's all.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
my.
Yeah.
It's emotional, and you know what I'm talking about. You know what it is,
Absolutely.
and that's my magic one. Yeah, green is her favorite color. Uh, Ice cream is mine, so forget it.
Vanilla.
You're not having any of that. But I'd want Zarina right now. That's all. That's
Yeah.
the only thing. So
Well,
yeah,
we all
genie,
miss her. We all
it's
miss
that
her.
genie. Yeah, what is it? You can rub that genie.
Rub
If
that
you
genie, right? Only if we
rub
could,
that
right?
genie. What is that from
Yeah.
that movie, Aladdin? Yeah, genie. If
Yeah.
you can do it for me, that's what I would ask for right now. That's all.
Yeah. Adversity. So many people have gone through and going through tough times right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. But that's all that
Yeah.
would be. And but hey, life is beautiful.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, just appreciate it, and let's move on and let's make big things happen. That's all. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Sabir, thank you so much
Thank you.
for joining us. Thank you for your words of wisdom, and for anybody who's watching. If you want to get in touch with my friend Sabir at all, please reach out. I'm happy to connect you with them. And anybody else who's watching, if you would like to join us this Thursday,
Mhm.
7:30 for a training on how you can use Facebook and SEO and Facebook ads, learn how to use that to grow your business. Please come and join us. Okay. And until the next time, everyone have an amazing evening.
Perfect.